Hey guys, so I'm doing a loves and letdowns video for you today, which is kind of like what everyone else does with their like monthly favourites, but there's no way I could ever commit myself to doing monthly favourites because it just wouldn't happen. So this is just a few products that I kind of reach for on and off, more so than other ones, and then other products that I've purchased that I was really underwhelmed by. So I'll start off with the loves. There's quite a few of them to get through, a few less letdowns, so this will probably be in two parts, but anyhow I'll start off. The first product is this, it's a Barbara Daily, it's called the Makeup Facelift. It's like a moisturiser and primer and just a skin, like, what do they call it, a skin luminizer. So I've had this for ages. You can see it's fairly low. It has that kind of apricot-y golden glow to it. It's really lightweight, blends absolutely lovely. It goes into the skin, you know, no hassle. You don't have to worry about it looking too obvious, and it was really inexpensive. You get it in Tesco's. So Barbara Daily, she is quite a well-known makeup artist on this side of the world anyhow, and you know, she has her own range there, and it is quite a good range. So this one has UVA and UVB protection of SPF 10 in it as well, so I'm just a big fan of this, and I always kind of go back to it. I try out other things in the meantime and I always go back to this one, so this is a nice one to have. Then next, I know I've harped on about this loads before, but I just love it so much I'm going to mention it quickly. It's the L'Oreal Studio Secrets Anti-Shine Mattifying Primer. It cost me around £7 or £8 and it just works so well. I use it down my T-zone. My makeup lasts definitely a lot longer in the day than when I don't use it, and I've used so little. You can see it's only like starting to wear down there a little bit, and I've had this for a good 3 weeks at least now, and I use it every day. So this is one I'd, you know, recommend to anyone who has any kind of problem with a bit of shine that they don't need down their face. Okay, so the next product is another one I've had for ages and ages and ages. It's Infallible Makeup by L'Oreal, this one here. The reason I love this so much, and I didn't realise I did until I had purchased my Revlon Colour Stay, which will be featured later on. But when I compared this to the Revlon Colour Stay, I just prefer this so much more, and I hadn't used this for ages and ages and ages, and then I went back to it. And it really lasts quite well, but it's not as thick as the Revlon Colour Stay. Blends much more effortlessly, and you don't have to like blend straight away like you do with the Revlon Colour Stay. The colour isn't 100%, it's really nice and light, so I don't have to worry about it being too dark. It's ever so slightly too pink, but it's not a big massive, I mean, you can see on me here I look a bit pink compared to my neck, but it doesn't bother me too much, and it does last quite well, especially when coupled with the primer and, you know, using the right moisturizers. So it says it's a zero transfer, and it does work quite well in that respect, and it just doesn't look too heavy. It has an anti-mask effect, and I think that's what I love about it so much, is that it doesn't look like you're wearing a ton of foundation, but it still gives decent coverage. I didn't have to play around with my spots as much with concealer as I normally would with some of my other foundations, but this is a good one. Don't ask me about the price because it's so long since I got this. It does have a pump, which I love about foundations, so much more hygienic and you use less. So that's this product. Then next, sticking with kind of bases, is this concealer. It's a concealer trio. It's called the Pro Palette. Now loads of different brands do this. I used to use it when I worked in my job in Galway, my last job in Galway, where Cole Cosmetics, they have one. This is the Screen Face one that I got when I'm over here, and it comes in a medium neutral colour, a light amber and a deep sand, but it's just so handy for having those different colours that you can mix and match. You know, different parts of the face are going to need different colours for correcting and concealing, and this is one that's so handy, not even just for makeup artists, even for yourself. I mean, you're not going to use like a pink say on spots, but you need them around the eye area, and then vice versa with the yellow. It is needed by a lot of people, and then the amber, or what is that? That's the medium neutral, I think, to lighten. I'm not even sure what colour it is, but it's just so handy having the 3 different colours in it to mix and match as you need it. And this was around 10 quid, so it's a good one to have. It lasts quite long, you don't need that much. I used it today and I was quite impressed by it. Hadn't used it in a while, considering I'm using my Dermacolor all the time lately. So this is just a nice one, size wise especially as well, to have thrown in your bag, just for everyday use. Then the next product is this one. I don't know if I've ever went on about this in a video. It's called the Collection 2000 Complete Bronzing Kit. I've had this for ages. It looks like this, and it comes with your bronzer underneath, which is quite a nice colour. It's not at all orangey. I mean, the colour on the screen is pretty true to life. And then you get these 2 eyeshadows, which are these 2 here. Then you get this multi-purpose cream, which is for like eyes, cheeks and lips, and you get this lip gloss as well, which is much less pigmented than you might think from looking at it, but it's still really nice. It tastes nice, it smells nice. So I have these on me today. I have the cream as a base on my eyes, and I used it up along the top of my cheeks. I have the 2 eyeshadows on, and then the highlighter eyeshadow on my cheeks, and then I've bronzed all over with the overall bronzer, and I just really like this. It's something that is, you know, there's so much that it does that you can just throw in your bag. Can't remember the price, but it really wasn't that expensive. But one of the reasons I want to show this is that Collection 2000 as a brand I'm a big fan of. So I also love their blushes. I have this one, which is called Breathless. It's number 03. Now, I know these colours aren't the best ones for me necessarily, but I use this just to kind of keep the whole look together, but it doesn't look too bad. And this only cost around 2 or 3 quid, so it's just a really inexpensive brand for quite decent quality products. I mean, compared to some higher end products that I've spent a lot of more money on that really disappointed me. So this is one that I keep going back to anytime I go into the drugstore to have a look and see what they have. I have some of their like pencils and stuff like that, so I really like Collection 2000. Okay, so another product I'm going to show is this Shimmer Brick by Me. It's called the Shimmy Shimmers Pink Shimmer. I may have shown this before in another video, but I just really like it and its price tag, and I'm a big fan of Shimmer Bricks in general, especially when I don't have to spend an arm and a leg on them. And it comes with this mirror, which is always a bonus, and it only cost a couple of quid, maybe 3 or 4. A bit more than a couple, but you know what I mean. But I also just really like the colours. I love the colour it gives the cheeks, and I like to use these individually on the eyes, and it works really nice. So yeah, that's a nice one. I got that one in Superdrug. Then another thing I'm using a lot lately, more so than I used to, are nail varnishes. I mean, I always use nail varnishes on and off, but I do have to wear them every day now. So I'm all about the low maintenance when it comes to nails. I'm not a high maintenance girl when it comes to nails and hair. Believe me, the only thing I can maintain is my is my makeup pretty much. So the reason I love these ones so much, I have this Nails Ink one. I think it's number 399, and then this one by Primark, Glow Baby Glow UV Reactive Nail Varnish. This costs maybe 2 or 3 quid, and this one I've had on for over 3 days now and it isn't chipping yet. So far so good. That's kind of what's making me want to involve it in this. I've never been a fan of this kind of shade of nail varnish before, but I actually quite like how it looks now. And then this one, I've worn it for like week blocks at a time, and it wears away before it chips. So that's the reason I have involved these in the video. I just really hate having to constantly reapply nail varnish, and I mean, I've never been a chipping never bothered me in the past, but when you're in a situation where you're not allowed to have chip nail varnish, it starts becoming an issue. Okay, some products that I really love at the moment are these Fardell, sorry, I know I look daft shaking them, but these Fardell eyeliners. So they need a good shake because the pigment does settle at the bottom. They're water colours. This colour is 311. It's like a pink that reflects kind of a blue purple, And this one is 07G, and it is a blue that reflects kind of a greeny gold. I used this in my lashes and liner video as my eyeliner, so you can see what it looks like there. And then this one is, oh, it's absolutely beautiful. It kind of reminds me a bit of Stars and Rockets. I'll try and swatch a bit. It's a bit watery here because most of the pigment is on the bottom, but that'll give you an idea. It's just such a beautiful pigment, and they're great for face painting as well. So I find when I'm using them, you need, like I said, you need to give them a good shake just to get the pigment mixed well. And then when you take off the lid, there's generally enough in the top of the lid for you to dip your brush into to do both eyes. So you can do that and then just clean the lid a bit afterwards, and it helps keep them fairly hygienic. Now these cost around £5, five something. You can get these in Screen Face and in Charles Fox in Covent Garden, and there's so many different colours in the range. These are the metallics. They come in mattes as well, which are a little bit less expensive, but I really love this brand as well. It's called Fardel. It's a Belgian brand. They do a lot of body painting watercolours and some really lovely like powders and glitters and stuff. So that's those ones. Okay, quickly, the next two things are lipstick palette and stack. So this one is a Krylin. It's my Krylin lipstick palette in LMP111. It's the Mini Rouge palette, and I got the kind of pinks and purples one. Now I love it just because of, you know, all the different colour options you have really in one thing. The price wasn't too bad. It was like £15. It's a handy one to have for makeup artists, obviously for your kit, because you have so many different colours to choose from, but also for yourself if you're quite adventurous when it comes to makeup and lipstick colours. It's a good one to have. You can get about 5 different palette shades. So this is more so the cool pinks and purples. You can get like a much warmer one. You can get browns, you can get neutrals, orange ones, but I just really like this one. And this one is from Screen Face. It's their lipstick stack. Now, when I first got this, I was on the fence over it because I thought that it would be like regular lipstick, but it's not. It's almost like a mixture between lipstick and lip gloss. They're very sheer. I'm wearing one at the moment, but I've decided that I actually really quite like that about them now because it keeps your lips really moisturized. Again, you have different shades to choose from. It's good for makeup artists. If I do want to have it a little less sheer, I just put lip liner on underneath. Now it's a bit pricey. It is 24 something, but for 6 lipsticks it's not too bad, and you get a decent amount in the pot. So this was the reds one. You can get a pink one, a metallics and a neutrals. So like I said, it's good to have if you're a fan of red lipsticks and you like to try different shades, as I do. This is good, but also, you know, for my kit, it's really handy. And then the last thing in my loves section is, I have mentioned this before. If you follow me on Twitter, you would have seen me going on about it before. It's this Krylin palette called the Viva Brilliant Colour Medley palette. Now I got this as a gift, so I'm not sure how much it cost. Really nice gift. But the colours are just gorgeous. They're really gorgeous. It can be used wet or dry. I'll just swatch a couple for you there. So this is Blue Coral. This one is called Dragon Fruit. It's a bit like Stars and Rockets as well. This is the Purple Cassis. We have Lime Green, which is just called Lime. Okay, I'll show you a couple of the other ones as well, the more neutral ones. So this one is a highlight colour. It's called Lychee, L-Y-C-H-E-E, Lychee. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but it's this gorgeous kind of pearl white colour. Then Peach is another nice neutral colour. And we have Silver. So it's a really nice palette. I was delighted to get it. Again, you have your mirror, and it's quite a large mirror, which is handy. Now, it's a massive palette, so it is a bit bulky, but personally that's not a problem for me. I mean, I'm not going to bring it in my handbag, but like I said, I don't know how much it is. I'm not sure where you can get it here. Charles Fox may carry it. They are the UK Krylon supplier, but you can definitely get it online on eBay and stuff. So it's just called the Viva Brilliant Colour 15 Colour Medley. And that is the end of my loves section. So yeah, I'm going to go on with the letdowns now.